Yeah, I was a police officer for 25 years.
I was a police officer for 15 years.
Just shy of 25 years.
Some of the best things about being a police officer, look, genuinely coming across victims that you could help.
The camaraderie was fantastic.
There never are 2 days the same as a police officer, to be quite honest. You know, that is the exciting part of the job.
But then it starts to build up and it takes its toll. So there was times where I just couldn't switch off. You're thinking about it all the time. You wouldn't sleep, and when you did, you were seeing that job. Or there's nightmares that made no sense, but they're always of a violent nature. Or
violent assaults, domestics, young children dying, serious car accidents and stuff.
But I think, probably the toughest thing about a police officer is actually seeing your friends and your family fall apart.
I didn't know a lot about PTSD until I saw a close colleague start to struggle.
The attitude was then that it was pretty embarrassing to go and talk to someone about that, so you didn't. A lot of the times it was just go and have a few beers after work and talk amongst the guys that you were with on the day. That's sort of how you dealt with it.
The time that really affected me was a motor vehicle accident. The lady was trapped in a car, and the car was on its roof and she couldn't get out, and her legs were trapped by the sunroof, and the car burst into flames and she was on fire, and I got the extinguisher and put her out, but she was deceased by that time. So just what I smelt and heard and saw had a huge impact on me. Sorry.
I think I progressively sort of got a lot quieter. I didn't tend to discuss much with what had happened that day when I got home. I don't sleep particularly well at all. In fact, I found that the anxiety was probably one of the telling factors. For
me, it manifested as I was never going to be one of these blokes, scared to go out the front door or laying in the dark sucking my thumb. I just wanted to go and belt people. Anybody who didn't agree with what I was thinking, or anyone who got in my way.
Yeah, I was at a point I couldn't do it anymore. I just knew I was getting worse and worse.
The moment I realised that I wasn't going to be a police officer anymore, it was horrendous. It was like diving into a black hole. It really was.
I went home and I had a talk with my partner at the time, and I said to her, I can't do this anymore.
Everybody knew me as, large, staunch policeman, willing to have a chat, willing to take on any issues within the community. And then when that happens, you go, who am I? Where do I fit in? I just knew at that point in time that realistically my policing career was over.
And when I'd made the decision that I wasn't going to go back to work, I just could not do it anymore. The anxiety and the depression only compounded then by the fact that I thought, what am I going to do to support my family now?
Financially, yeah, you definitely worry about that. You worry about the future because, you become accustomed to a certain lifestyle, and you've got mortgage. Everyone's got mortgages and their kids and everyone to look after as well. And
there was the psychologist, psychiatrist and your GP and the support that they can give you for a range of issues. But then the other side was good legal advice.
First found out about Law Partners through a colleague. They highly recommend them.
Chantel was just, she was really great to work with. I found that because there was so much pressure financially on me, I was looking for someone that would just give me a little bit of guidance, but I also needed someone that understood what I was going through at the time, and with Chantel, that's exactly what I got. From the first time that I met her, I knew that she understood what depression was, what PTSD was.
Chantel was always available. You go through other legal firms and you're placed on hold and we'll get back to you, and you can wait 3 or 4 weeks. It felt like you were being valued and supported.
Meeting a genuine, honest, supportive person was what I needed. But I thought there was some sort of light at the end of the tunnel.